Hi, I'm Kalika, and I am a business operations and marketing consultant. My biggest passion is helping small business owners implement cost effective solutions that save them time while streamlining their operation. Today, I'm going to give you a quick overview of what a CRM is. And by CRM, I mean a client relationship management tool, and how the power of this type of platform can impact your business in a very positive way. Let's get started. So, my favorite client relationship management tool is affectionately known as GoHighLevel. So you'll notice the three arrows that signifies that this is the high level software. I have been learning the high level software for uh, almost 4 years now, and I've seen the power for small businesses firsthand. In my opinion, it is one of the most robust CRMs at a very reasonable price point. I'm sure you've heard of other CRMs, Salesforce being one of them. Those can tend to be much, much more pricey and geared towards larger organizations. So, one of the things I love most about HighLevel is that it is approachable for businesses of all sizes. Many multi-million dollar agencies use this software, so it's very good. And it's also still available for folks who, let's say, can only afford $200 a month or $100 a month for their use of the platform. Very approachable. So, I'm going to go through some of the things here that are so valuable with this client relationship manager. And you'll hear me reference it as a CRM probably moving forward, shorten it for shorthand. So first and foremost, I preach this to many of my clients is you're not going to be able to get to where you want to go as a business, chasing your goals, your dreams, your revenue targets, if you don't know where you are, right? This would be like trying to play darts and throwing darts at a dartboard with a blindfold on. Okay. So you're not going to be able to hit your goals if you're not correctly managing and viewing your key performance indicators, right? So understanding, for example, your conversion rate is going to be really helpful for you in diagnosing potential shortcomings in your business operations, right? So the dashboard is part of this CRM. Now, as you use it and build it out and start putting prospects and leads into the system, it is going to show you how many opportunities, meaning prospects you have at any given time. It's going to show you the value. So in this instance, the amount of money that is on the table at any given time. And then of course your conversion rate to help inform you if you and or your team is really doing a great job with the sales component of your business, right? So key performance indicators and knowing where you're at is one of the really powerful parts of this software. Now, next, a lot of my clients absolutely love the fact that there is an integrated inbox. Now, you may be familiar with the feeling of having 100 different irons in the fire, maybe having multiple spreadsheets going. There might be sticky notes all over your desk. Disorganization is a major problem that can stifle your growth and efficiency. If this resonates with you, CRM can be so helpful in organizing your business. So, for example, you have the ability here to link the platform with your email, as well as your Facebook, Instagram, if you're active on those types of platforms. And then, of course, if you're using it for text messaging for your business, there is this integrated inbox where everything funnels into one spot. So rather than looking at 14 different platforms to respond to messages, you can come to one place. There is also a mobile app that is available for you to download on your cell phone, to which you can receive notifications if you choose on the go and have access to this integrated inbox as you are out and about, right? Calendar, of course. So booking Booking things like if part of your sales process is a demonstration call or a discovery call, we can create a specific calendar for that event type. And that will allow you to stay organized. Obviously, the calendar is going to sync with whatever you're using presently, Google Calendar, Outlook. So a lot of power there in managing your schedule. Contacts. This is where you will build your list of prospects, leads, and of course, current active clients. So there are so many tools within this contact area of the platform. Number one, you have the ability to send out bulk text messages and emails. For example, if you are a brick and mortar business that experiences a massive snowstorm and you need to let your prospects and clients know that you are going to be closing for the following business day, with the simple click of a couple buttons, you have the ability to send out a bulk message letting people know. Okay. So that is beautiful. You can send out a bulk email in that same fashion. You can organize your prospects, which I highly recommend, by using tags. So if you, for instance, had a prospect who you met through a webinar that you hosted on today, November 8th, we would tag all the folks who attended the webinar with the tag webinar and date. Then in the future, you have the robust ability to filter your contact list by tag. So if you wanted to then isolate the group of people that attended your webinar so that you could send them a follow-up or an invite to a future webinar, you have the ability to isolate folks or segment your audience, if you will. So audience segmentation is another critical factor of staying organized and making sure that when you are marketing, you're sending the appropriate message to the appropriate group to pique their interest, right? Targeted messaging is going to help you be much more efficient in your prospecting and conversion. All right. So could go on and on and on about the power here, but I'm just going to give you that quick overview for now. Again, going back to sales, prospecting, and organization, this is another huge and incredibly powerful part of the platform that I love. The platform gives you the ability to create different pipelines. So as you are out there networking, marketing, leading events, and meeting people, you can put folks into a pipeline, right? You're adding them to the system or you're setting up an automation to add them automatically. Now, pipelines, for instance, can be anything like, let's say you're doing that webinar, right? You did that webinar today. So we could name your pipeline webinar 11-8. Okay. Now, what you would do is automate folks coming into your pipeline, right? So let's just assume that we had these 5 prospects attend a webinar today, right? I can manage the prospect. I can add notes, spoke briefly at the end, is interested in program, right? I can assign myself a task to follow up the next day or whenever. I can also assign this task to team members on my team if you have an administrative assistant, for example. And then if I am conversing with someone and they want to book a discovery call, I can also book an appointment right here with them. Okay. So many powerful things that you can do here. Now, the other part, remember your KPIs and understanding where people are at in the process of sales. Being able to track these folks. A new lead comes in. If I get them to book a discovery call, I can slide them over, or I can automate them being slid over into the book discovery call section. This will allow you to take a look at this screen and see where all of your prospects are at the pipeline at any given point, right? So the hope is that we get to move this person over to attended because they actually show up for their discovery call. And then boom, after that discovery call, you close the deal, you can put them in here. Let's say though, that maybe they needed some time to think about purchasing. You would leave them in the attended discovery call category, and then you would go through the process of scheduling follow-ups with them to nurture them into the purchase decision, right? Again, the organization piece is critical, because if you can see who you've got that has attended an actual discovery call, you have the ability to know where your lowest hanging fruit is, and you can stay on top of your follow-ups. Now, national sales data indicates that it takes an average of 12 follow-ups to convert someone. 12. So if you're currently following up with people 1, 2, or 3 times, I hate to break it to you, but that is not going to cut it, unfortunately, in today's sales landscape. Having the ability to see where you may have dropped the ball or where the system may have fallen short and not nurtured somebody enough is paramount to getting those conversions over the course of the life of your business, right? Now, payments, you have the ability here to manage proposals and estimates. I actually use this component for agreements within my business. So if you're subscribed to another service like PandaDoc or DocuSign, you can cancel that with this because you don't need it. You can do everything integrated in-house. This will integrate with different payment processors. A lot of the clients I work with are usually using either Stripe or PayPal, seamless integration there. So you can invoice people, you can create recurring payments if you have folks on a monthly subscription, and so on and so forth. So a little bit there about your actual sales. Now, there's a bunch more to this platform. I know, crazy, right? Marketing. The marketing and automations are really where it's at. So you have the ability here to plan out social media posts. So again, if you're already paying for another software that allows you to schedule, you can cancel that as well. Email campaigns. If you're paying for something like ActiveCampaign or MailChimp, you can cancel that as well, because this does all of that. You can create really beautiful looking templates that have your branding and have your logo and information, and then you can copy and send out email nurture sequences using those beautiful templates. Automation, so workflows, the power of workflows. This is where someone like me can create workflows that are going to save you tons of time on manual efforts. What I usually tell clients that aren't familiar with HighLevel is if you can dream it up in your head of something you want to be done automatically, there is a way to do it in this platform. It is amazing. And if you're going like, I don't even know what I would automate, no worries. That's where I come in. I am specialized in identifying those areas where the tools available will allow us to streamline the process for you, so that you're not having to spend hours and hours sending out emails and follow-ups and reminders to people. We can automate so much of all of your probably current manual efforts, but I've had folks get up to 15 hours of their time back on average each week. So massively powerful. I won't bore you with the hyper technical side, but I will say it is super user friendly. So if you're wanting to learn how to develop these workflows yourself, very, very user friendly, and something that I would be more than happy to teach you on. Now, funnels. You've probably seen many sales funnel pages. I do have a couple of examples of sales funnels that I've helped create for folks. So here is one all created entirely in HighLevel, calls to action throughout. This is very specific to this woman's business. It's got her style, her aesthetic, but it's also based on principles of sales funnels. We know what works. We know what converts for the most part. And yeah, we're able to develop things just like this in HighLevel. Now, the beauty of it is anywhere there's a button or a form, all of the information that you're capturing will go directly into your CRM so that you can follow up with people, nurture people, and send them when you're doing upcoming exciting events and keep them engaged on the operations of your business. So very exciting stuff there. Now, websites, if you don't currently have a website, you can create an entire website in the platform as well. So again, if you're wanting to actually cancel a bunch of other subscriptions, for instance, if you've used WordPress for your website, we can transfer that whole thing right into your HighLevel account and you can cancel your WordPress. Or we could easily build a website for you within the platform. Totally up to you. Membership areas. So if you're someone who teaches something or has a lot of resources for your clients, this has the ability to create courses, products. So I'll show you briefly. There is an option in here to create either a sprint course, so something that's really fast, expedited, a marathon course, that's something that may take people weeks to complete, membership area where you're actually fostering people to connect and comment and be part of threads, or you can have us build your own for you. You can award people certificates for certain things. So if you're familiar with the programs like Kajabi, this actually replaces the need for you to have something like Kajabi and again, puts everything into one spot for your business. So powerful. I believe Kajabi is up to like $600 a month for just the Kajabi subscription, which it does include some email and things like that. But you can kind of get all of that within this for either $97 a month or $197 a month, depending on your usage. So really great stuff to consider. Reputation. If you have a Google listing on a Google listing for your business, this will integrate with your Google My Business seamlessly. And you can send out review requests to your clients regularly to help you build your ranking on Google, which is fabulous. Now, of course, if you're using any sort of ads, this is showcasing Google ads. So you have more KPI, key performance indicator tracking abilities in here so that same sort of idea. You don't have to be jumping from Google to Facebook to et cetera, et cetera. You can actually come in here and look at your ad performance all in one place, right? Now, if you're working with a marketing or operations specialist like me, it's also very beneficial for me to be able to come in and see a snapshot of where my clients are at so that I can advise them on their most important key drivers and where they should be focusing their time. I will just share briefly a snapshot of the integrations that are available with this platform. So if you're using any of these things, awesome. It links with your Google. It links with your Facebook and Instagram. You can connect your QuickBooks account if you choose. Clio, Stripe, Shopify, TikTok, LinkedIn, and Slack. So automations exist between all of these things. And last but not least, if there isn't, or if there is a certain tool that you're using that does not appear on this list, good news, there is another tool called Zapier where we can zap data between one platform and HighLevel. That is a workaround, so to speak, of how we can connect this with other platforms if it becomes relevant to your business. I hope that you enjoyed this quick overview of HighLevel. This is just a brief demo, but I would love to chat more with you about how this applies specifically to your business and the needs of your business. Feel free to reach out.